Hi, it's Nikki. We're going to do some dry brushing for the body. We're going to first start with opening up the lymph nodes right at the terminus. We're just going to do some light pressure here, very light pressure, 10 pulses. But you can increase this up to 30 pulses if you'd like. Next, we're going to come across the skin and right below the collarbone, kind of where the bra strap might go, we're going to also just stimulate that lymph node. And then we'll do the same on this side. Then we'll take our index or our middle finger and our ring finger, and we're going to come right below the middle of the crease of the armpit there. And we're just going to do a little J hook up. And we'll do the same over here. Now we'll move to the elbow. We're going to use our thumb and our fingers to hug our elbow, and then we're going to lightly bring the fluid past the elbow. Then we're going to use the webbing in between our thumb and our index finger, and we're going to move the fluid down our wrist. Opposite side. Over to the elbow again. And then up to the armpit. We'll do the other side. Up to the wrist. Switching it around to the other side. You'll notice my hand is elevated. This also helps with lymph flow, bringing it up above the place you want it to flow to in the arm. Then we're going to find the edge of the ribs and the belly button, and we're going to go in between, and we're just going to do a little stimulation there. This helps to stimulate the cisterna chyli. Then we'll come to the groin area. We'll start at the top with those same fingers. I'm going to take those fingers behind the knee right here, one on one side, one on the other, and we'll just do a little pulsing up. Then we'll take those fingers on either side of the ankle. And back up to the knee. Other knee. Down to the ankle. Back up to the knee. Then to the groin. lowest point of the ribs, belly button, in between. And then we'll finish at the terminus. Now, if you have no time to do anything else, you can just do that manual stimulation of those lymph nodes. Now, we'll move on to using some dry brush in each of the areas. Now we're going to move on to the dry brushing. With dry brushing, there's several choices that you have. You can use a dry brush that has very soft bristles up to very coarse. You can use them like this, where you wrap it around your hand, or they have a handle. The other option is to use raw silk gloves in place of that if you have very sensitive skin or just don't like doing the dry bristles. So with this, I'm going to start with the behind the back. So we're going to start by moving fluid forward from the back. And then I'm going to move across the chest over towards this lymph node here. Now, of course, you'll be doing this on bare skin. Then we're going to come forward with the back of the arm. And then after we do that, we'll just start working our way up. Now, you can take 30 seconds in each of these places. I'm just showing you where you want to go and the direction and the order. So like I said, you can take up to 30 seconds in each of these places. Then we're going to move down the arm a little bit. We'll bring that forward and then up the arm. And we want to get the tips of the fingers in between the fingers, and then work our way back up. And then we'll move down the arm a little bit. Going to bring this forward and then up. Then we'll work in between the fingers, the tips of the fingers, and then work our way back up the arm. And you can spend 30 seconds in each of these locations. The hands, the lower arm, the upper arm. Now we're going to divide the body into 4 quadrants. So down the middle and across the belly button. And then we're going to work towards our lymph nodes. I know some people say towards the heart, but no, we want to follow lymphatic vessels. And so that's the way we're going to go. We're first going to move the fluid forward from the back. And then above the belly button, we're going to work out and up. You can do it a few times in each place. Same on this side. we're going to work the back forward. And then I'm going to tuck that in there so that works a little better. So all of that was above the belly button. And then we're going to work below those areas down to the groin. So we're actually going to start from the back, moving it forward. And then down towards the groin. Now we'll work the leg area. So with the legs, we've already opened the groin in the previous work with the abdomen. Now we're going to take the lymph and we're going to work up, back, forward. And you can take up to 30 seconds doing this. And then start at the top and brush up. Then we have those lymph nodes behind here, the knee. Let's do a nice little moving up of that. Then we're going to work the calf and bring that lymph fluid forward. And then bring it up. And so we're working top down. Now we'll work around the ankles. I'm going to start at the top behind this ankle here. I'm going to move around so you can see. And then around it, over to the toes, underneath the foot. And then we're going to work our way back up. Make sure you get around that kneecap. And back up to the groin, and then we'll do the other side. Starting bringing that lymph up. We're going to work behind the knee. the toes, working those toes underneath. Working the opposite side. Around so you can see this side. Really work around the knee.